Okay, y'all, in this video, I'm going to show you some of the basic buttons and features inside TradeLocker, which is the platform that you'll be trading in when you trade with us, okay? So when you first open the TradeLocker app, this is what it looks like on mobile. It will look a little different on your laptop or desktop, and we can go over that at a later time. But on your mobile, this is what TradeLocker looks like. It's going to immediately pull up the chart, and if you've never used it yet, it's going to have a default indicator called volume on here. Okay, now if you want to get this off of your chart, you're just going to click on this little arrow here, which will show you the indicator, and then you can kind of click on that, click the ellipses 3 dots, and just click remove, and that will take that off of your chart. If you want to use any other indicators, you'll find those where it says FX at the top. You can click that, and you can search and find any indicator that you want to use. So for me personally, I love having a relative strength index indicator, or RSI, so I will search that and then click that, and it will attach it to my chart where now you see it down below. Other than that, on your chart, these are the values of whatever currency or pair or asset that you're trading. And you'll know what asset you're trading if you look at the top left. So this chart is the AUD CHF chart, okay, which is basically the Australian dollar against the Chinese currency. And so if you want to change which chart you're looking at based on which pair or asset you want to trade, you'll do that by clicking the markets button. And from here, you can search any asset or pair that you want to trade, okay? So for example, if you wanted to trade gold, you would search XAUUSD, which is the instrument gold, and click on it, and it will change you, and now we're on the gold chart, okay? And so now on the right, you see the value or the price of gold, and you'll see that it's changing, and that's just because the market is open and moving, and so price is fluctuating with the market, okay? Now all of these on your screen are the candles. You have candles going up and candles going down. Every candle is showing you price action or price movement within that time frame. You know what time frame you're looking at when you look in the top left. So right now I'm on the 3-minute chart. So each candle is showing me 3 minutes worth of price action or price movement. Normally these are red and green. I've changed mine to be pink and blue. So if the price is going up, the candle is pink. If price is going down, the candle is blue. You can change these. You can use your 2 fingers, touch the screen, and spread your fingers out or in, which will make your screen wider or narrower. Likewise, you can put your finger on these values and drag your finger up and down, and it will make your candles shorter and taller. So that will just kind of help you get the view that you want. Okay, you can also just drag your finger on the screen, which will move you back on the chart and forward on the chart, so you can kind of play around with that and get the view that you're looking for. If you want to change time frames, you'll just click at the top left where it says the time frame, and you can change any of these. I like to look at the 15-minute chart, and so now every candle is showing me 15 minutes worth of price movement of gold. Okay, so the current price of gold is $42.95, and as it goes up and down, the candle will get larger or smaller according to the price movement. The number here that you see counting down is counting down until that 15-minute candle closes and the next one starts, all right? Now, entering a trade, you're either gonna be entering a sell or a buy, okay? And then you have lot sizes, which just means the amount of contract or how much money you want to risk in the trade. So the lot size is going to change depending on A, the amount of capital you have in your account to trade with, and B, what pair or asset you're trading with. And so we can explain that in more detail in a later video. For right now, you'll just want to know that you can set your lot size. You can change it by clicking these plus and minus buttons. You can also type in here whatever lot size you want. As you can see, this would be too big for my account. That's why I'm getting those error messages. Okay, and then from there you would buy or sell. Now, an important part of trading and risk management is having a stop loss and a take profit, okay? And so you can set that before you enter the trade by clicking this arrow. And now, let's say we wanted to buy, meaning we think price is going to go up, so we want to take a long position or buy. we can go ahead and click that arrow. We can make sure that we have the buy selected. Now, setting a stop loss means you're saying, okay, I'm willing to lose this much. If I'm wrong, if price goes down and not up, I'm willing to lose this much and no more, okay? You can either set the price. So if I'm entering at $42.97, maybe I want to say $42.87 is where I want the trade to take me out and not go further. So if I think it's going to go up, but price in fact moves down against me, then once it hits 42.87, it will take me out of the trade automatically. And you can see here, I would be losing roughly $58 or almost 6% of my account. And these numbers are going to change because price is going up and down and changing actively. So it will get locked in when I hit this button. Likewise, you can set your take profit. You'll click take profit and you can say, you know, let's say hypothetically, I think price is going to go from where it's at now to 43.20. And you can just type that in. And there, you can see now I'm risking roughly $58 to make a profit of roughly $106. If I like that, if that is where I'm shooting for, what I'm hoping will happen, then I will just click the buy button, confirm, and now I'm entered into the trade. It says position opened. You can see my trade. It shows my entry point where I entered the trade as a green dotted line. It's green because I am buying. I'm going for a long position. If I were selling, then my entry point would be red, okay? You can see my stop loss. This is where I've said, hey, if price goes against me and goes down here, go ahead and take me out because I'm willing to lose that much, but no more. And then you have my take profit. This is where I'm saying, this is where I think price will go. This is where I'm hoping price will go. And if it gets to that point, again, the market will automatically close my trade out and take me out with that profit, okay? Now, there's a couple of different ways that you can manage the trade from here. If at any point you want to close your trade and exit the trade, you can click this X right here, and that will take you out of the trade at whatever profit or loss you're currently at. Right now, you'll see I'm at about an $8 loss. That's why it says -8. As price moves, if it moves above my entry point, I will be in profit, okay? If I wanted to exit the trade and take my $8 loss, I would just click that X, okay? If I want to change my stop loss or take profit, you can do that a couple of ways. I can either A, click right on my entry, not the X, but on the actual dollar amount, and it will pop it up like this. From there, I can actually click and drag my stop loss or my take profit. So let's say I want to move my stop loss down. I can drag it there and then click confirm. Okay, I can do the same thing with my take profit. I can click my entry and I can drag my take profit and then I can click confirm. And that has now changed my position for me. I still have the same amount of lots in. My entry point does not change, but I can change my stop loss and my take profit. Another way that you can do this is by coming up here to the trades tab. That's where you'll see all of the trades that you're currently in. If you click just somewhere on this or in this arrow, it will pop it open. And here you can see the stop loss. This is the price where you set your stop loss and the amount that you're risking. You can see the same thing for your take profit. You can see how many lots are in your trade. You can see your entry price and the current price at where market is at. You can see, of course, your loss or profit at that moment in time. You can also see what pair or asset you're trading. We're trading gold in this, which is why it says XAU USD. From here, you can either A, fully close and exit your trade, and when you click that button, you will be taking whatever loss or profit shows right there, okay? If you're in profit and you want to take some of that profit but still be in the trade to potentially get more profit, then you could do what's called a partial close. And that's this button here. I have another tutorial video that I go in deeper detail about a partial that you can watch later. This break even button means that you're going to move your stop loss up to your entry point. And so at that point, if price comes back down and touches your entry point, which is also where your stop loss would be at that point, then you have broken even. You will leave the trade and fully close out with nothing gained, but nothing lost either. Okay, you're breaking even on your trade. So if you're in profit and you want to have a risk-free trade, meaning you're no longer risking losing any money, you can click the break even button and it will put your stop loss automatically where your entry point is. So in this case, it would move my stop loss from here up to where I've entered the trade. Now, obviously you cannot do that and you wouldn't want to do that until your trade is in profit. If you're at a loss, which is what I'm at right now, it will not let me move my stop loss to entry because I'm already at a loss. You can also click the edit pencil and change anything about your trade. It will bring you back to the screen where you can either drag your stop loss and take profit, or you can click on this arrow and you can type in a different stop loss and take profit. Either way will change it, and then when you like your changes, you just click confirm. And that will lock it in place. So that is how you enter a trade, how you exit a trade, how you set your stop loss and take profit, how you can edit your stop loss and take profit. We've gone over how to add indicators, which you'll learn more about later. You can also close out this indicator. If you don't want it there anymore, you would just tap it, ellipses, remove, and it will take it off of your screen for you. Another common indicator you might use is called a moving average, an exponential moving average, or EMA. And again, you'll just search for it, click it, and it will automatically put it on. It's this blue line that you see going through my candles. And if you want to change the details of that, you would just click it, settings, and then for inputs, I like to use a length of 60. So I would change that. And then I'm just going to click OK. And what that does is it just changes the line a little bit. What that means is it's showing me the direction of how the price is moving for the last 60 candles. You'll learn more about that later as well. But you can edit any of your indicators by clicking on them and clicking settings. And just playing around. I could change the color of my line if I want. And now you see my EMA on my chart is red and not blue. Okay. Just some other things to play around with. So we've got markets where you'll find the different charts of the different pairs that you want to trade. Another common one you might be trading is US 30 or Dow, depending on what broker you're on. And so this broker, it's actually called US 30. It's right here. And you can click on that. And that takes you to the US 30 chart. So now we're on the US 30 chart. You'll notice you don't see any trades here, and that's because why? I'm not in a US 30 trade. I'm only in a gold trade. So if I know I'm on a trade, but I don't see it on my screen, how will I find it? I'll just click on this trades button. That will show me the active positions that I have open. And then from there, I can actually just click on the name of the pair, and it will take me right back to the chart. And now I can see my trade that I'm currently in for gold. If and when this trade closes, you'll find it in your closed positions tab. It will show all of the trades that you have taken that are closed out. And so you can close them, you can see them, you can click on them to get back to the chart. And that is how that works. Okay, so you can change the time frame in the top left. You can zoom in and out on the candles. You can move the chart around. You can squeeze and make the values taller, the candles. And remember, the numbers over here are the values or the price of whatever asset or pair you're currently looking at. This is just a beginner video so that you can start to learn, understand, and play with the basic functionality buttons of your TradeLocker app. I will have another video soon that goes into a little bit more detail as your trading journey continues. Now, let's say hypothetically I was happy with this $3 profit, $2 profit, and I wanted to close it out. I would simply just click this X right here, and that will close me out of the trade. And now I've secured that profit. And so if I want to go look and see that profit, I'll go to my trades chart. You can see positions shows nothing now because I'm not in any positions anymore. So I would go to my closed positions. And from here, you'll see, obviously, price moved in the time that it took me to close it out. And if I pop it open, I'll see my entry point, my exit point, and the profit that I made, which is $1.80. Okay, so now it's going to show that for today, my P&L is $1.80, meaning I've made $1.80 in profit today. You can see that reflected in my balance up here. I can also click on balance and it shows me that my new balance is $1,001.80. And so that is that. And from here, you know, I can start a new trade if I want, or I can be done if I want. But that is how you will find your closed positions and the profits that you have made.